Guys, I'm here to get into a directing analysis of Paths of Glory, which was directed by Stanley Kubrick, released in the year 1957. Stanley Kubrick displays just such a just just timeless kind of anti-war depiction as this explores the corruption of the human spirit, and one of the most humanistic portrayals of Kubrick's filmography. As all this is just achieved wonderfully by way of contrast in the chaotic moments as an honorable display of Kirk Douglas. This is a perfect highlight of how pursuit of a personal ambition around such a flawed justice system can lead to such a powerful humanist display of war. This is just one of Kubrick's most humanist depictions of all, as it explores horrifying elements of war, entirely just from a humanist sort of perspective, as Kubrick emphasizes on this tragedies of just characters basically being killed by their own side. As Kubrick displays how power dynamic can lead to moral decay, along with just the use of horror and justice. And this is just such a complete contrast with the abuse faced in the muddy trenches, as Kubrick displays gritty realism in ways that are just completely ahead of its time for a late 1950s project. And this makes for such a timelessly powerful, very claustrophobic kind of atmosphere. And it feels like the staging out walking along the trenches. These are just remain some of my favorite shots in Kubrick's filmography. Very groundbreaking, ahead of its time. Kubrick displays just this very ironic nature to its title, which lends itself to this general who sacrifices his own men, and there's such a harsh contrast to the self-serving characters who make just this such an ultimate tragedy in execution. As all of this is a completely useless scenario. This is really stirs up a lot of intense emotion in perhaps the most raw way of all of Kubrick's filmography. Very original filmmaking from start to finish.